So what is empathy, and why is it very different than sympathy? Empathy fuels connection. Sympathy drives disconnection. Empathy, it's very interesting. Teresa Wiseman is a nursing scholar who studied professions, very diverse professions where empathy is relevant, and came up with 4 qualities of empathy. Perspective taking, the ability to take the perspective of another person or recognize their perspective as their truth. Staying out of judgment, not easy when you enjoy it as much as most of us do. Recognizing emotion in other people and then communicating that. Empathy is feeling with people. And to me, I always think of empathy as this kind of sacred space when someone's kind of in a deep hole and they shout out from the bottom and they say, I'm stuck, it's dark, I'm overwhelmed. And then we look and we say, hey, you climb down. I know what it's like down here, and you're not alone. Sympathy is, ooh, it's bad, no. You want a sandwich? Empathy is a choice, and it's a vulnerable choice, because in order to connect with you, I have to connect with something in myself that knows that feeling. Rarely, if ever, does an empathic response begin with at least. Yeah. And we do it all the time. Because you know what? Someone just shared something with us that's incredibly painful, and we're trying to silver lining it. I don't think that's a verb, but I'm using it as one. We're trying to put the silver lining around it. So, I had a miscarriage. Oh, at least you know you can get pregnant. I think my marriage is falling apart. At least you have a marriage. John's getting kicked out of school. At least Sarah is an A student. But one of the things we do sometimes in the face of very difficult conversations is we try to make things better. If I share something with you that's very difficult, I'd rather you say, I don't even know what to say right now, I'm just so glad you told me. Because the truth is, rarely can a response make something better. What makes something better is connection.
Je m'appelle Francine Christophe. Je suis née le 18 août 1933. 1933, c'est l'année où Hitler prend le pouvoir. Il s'est passé dans mon camp de Bergen-Belsen quelque chose de tout à fait extraordinaire. Je rappelle que nous étions des enfants de prisonniers de guerre et à ce titre privilégiés. Donc nous avions eu le droit d'emporter de France un petit sac avec 2-3 petites choses. Une femme, un petit bout de chocolat, une femme, un petit morceau de sucre, une femme, une petite poignée de riz. Maman avait emporté 2 petits morceaux de chocolat. Et elle me disait, on garde ça pour le jour où je te verrai vraiment, complètement par terre, fichu. Je te donnerai ce chocolat, il t'aidera peut-être à remonter. Or, il y avait parmi nous une femme qui avait été déportée alors qu'elle était enceinte. Ça ne se voyait pas, évidemment, elle était si maigre. Mais n'empêche que le jour de l'accouchement est arrivé et elle est partie au revire accompagnée de ma mère qui était notre chef de baraque. Et avant de partir, ma mère me dit « Tu te souviens que je garde un morceau de chocolat ?»« Oui, maman. »« Comment te sens-tu ?»« Bien, maman, ça peut aller. »« Alors, si tu me le permets, ce morceau de chocolat, je l'apporterai à notre amie Hélène, parce qu'un accouchement ici, elle va peut-être mourir. Et si je lui donne le chocolat, ça l'aidera peut-être. » « Oui, maman, tu le prends. » Hélène a accouché, elle a accouché d'un bébé, toute petite chose malingre. Elle a mangé le chocolat, elle n'est pas morte, et elle est revenue dans la baraque. Le bébé n'a jamais pleuré, jamais, pas même jeun. Au bout de 6 mois, la libération est arrivée. On a défait tous ces chiffons. Le bébé a crié. C'était là sa naissance. nous l'avons ramené en France. Tout petit truc de 6 mois, minuscule. Il y a quelques années, ma fille me dit « Maman, si vous aviez eu des psychologues ou des psychiatres à votre retour, ça se serait mieux passé pour vous. » Je dis sûrement, mais il n'y en avait pas. Plus personne n'y a pensé, même s'il y en avait eu. Mais tu me donnes une bonne idée. On va faire une conférence là-dessus. Et j'ai organisé une conférence sur le thème « Et s'il y avait eu des psys en 1945 à notre retour de camp, comment est-ce que ça se serait passé ?» J'ai eu beaucoup de monde. Des anciens, des survivants, des curieux, et puis beaucoup de psychologues, psychiatres, psychothérapeutes, tout ce monde-là venait. Très intéressant. Chacun avait son idée, c'était très bien. Et puis il y a une femme qui est arrivée et qui a dit « Moi, j'habite Marseille, je suis médecin psychiatre. Et avant de vous faire ma communication, j'ai quelque chose à donner à Francine Christophe, c'est-à-dire à moi. » Elle fouille dans sa poche, elle sort un morceau de chocolat, elle me le donne et elle me dit « Je suis le bébé. »
I remember my stepfather, would beat me, and he would beat me with extension cords and hangers and, pieces of wood and all kinds of stuff. And, after every beating, he would tell me, it hurt me more than it hurt you. And, I only did it because I love you. Which kind of, it communicated the wrong message to me about what love was. So for many years, I thought that love was supposed to hurt. And I hurt everyone that I love. And I measured love by how much pain someone would take from me. And it wasn't until I came to prison in an environment that is devoid of love that I began to have some sort of understanding about what it actually was and was not. And I met someone, and she gave me my first real insight into what love was because she saw past my conditions and the fact that I was in prison with a life sentence for murder, and not only for murder, but for doing the worst kind of murder that a man can do, murdering a woman and a child. And it was Agnes, the mother and grandmother of Patricia and Chris, the woman and child that I murdered, who gave me my best lesson about love, because by all rights, she should hate me. But she didn't. And over the course of time and through the journey that we took, that's been pretty amazing. She gave me love, and she taught me what it was.
Tuve algunos inconvenientes, varias heridas, unos cuantos años de cárcel. En fin, cosas de rutina en quien se mete a transformar el mundo. Sigo vivo por milagro. Y por encima de todas las cosas, amo la vida. Quisiera llegar al último viaje, como quien llega a un mostrador y le pide al dueño del bar, sirva otra vuelta.
The magic moment that I had with my grandfather was right after my grandmother died. And I went to go see him, and I knew that he was hurting, but I wasn't sure what kind of state he would be in. And she was his partner 65 years, as well as his driver. And I went to see him and said, "Grandpa, how are you doing?" He said, "Did you know that for $4 I can get a shuttle anywhere in the city?" I was like, "Wow, that's great, Grandpa." And he said, "Well, I went to Save On, I went to the grocery store and went to the woman behind the counter and said, I have this list of things, could you help me find them? My wife has recently changed her residence to heaven." And I said, "Grandpa, man, you always help me see the glass is half full." And he leaned back and he looked me in the eyes and he said, "It's a beautiful glass."
In Iraq, one of my friends was hit with a car bomb in front of me, and I chased after the triggerman with my squad, with one of my teams. And we wanted to kill that guy, because I can hear my buddy screaming, you know, he was hurt. And so we're running as fast as we can, and we just full of hate and fury, and we just want to do whatever we can to just, you know, he hurt our friend, we're going to get him back. And we're just running, sprinting as fast as we can with all that weight, just sweat pouring off of us through orange fields. And then we get to a clearing, and yeah, it hit me. I mean, blue sky. It was an old man in a white robe and a child just tilling a field, you know, and that just bring me back to reality. I'm like, what am I doing, you know? I'm a human being. I'm not, not some instrument of revenge, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's just like you stop and you're like, just people doing people things here where I'm supposed to, you know, where all this violence is happening, and you stop and you're like, I don't know, makes you human again, you know?